안녕하세요. This is Mark Peterson with the Frog Outside the Well Research Center again. And today I want to introduce another short film by the LAKCC, the Los Angeles Cultural Center, Los Angeles Korean Cultural Center. This follows up the last one that I introduced about Park Ji-won. This one talks about Park Ji-won's book, the 열하일기. And I've been trying to think of who Park Ji-won is in comparison to American culture. And he's Benjamin Franklin. He's Benjamin Franklin. He's a man for all seasons who was involved in a lot of different areas, and he lived about the same time that Benjamin Franklin did. So let me explain it to my Korean audience, because all the film is in English with subtitles, of course. 한국말로 소개한다면은 이 필름은 LA 한국문화원에서 만드신 건데 이것은 박지원의 열하일기의 둘째입니다. 이것은 서예로 통하여 열하일기를 소개해 주는 거예요. 이러한 필름으로 우리 미국의 한국 문화원들, 한국 문화를 미국 사회에서 소개하는 겁니다. 그러니까 아주 유명한 박지원 열하일기를 소개하는 거예요. 자, 즐겁게 보세요. 감사합니다. I only know of one other travelogue that preceded his. That was the travelogue of a Shilla period monk 1,000 years before, who went to India and to China. Haecho was that monk. So you don't have a lot of travelogues in Korean literary collections. So Park Ji-won's 열하일기, Yorha Diary, was really a different kind of a thing. And the fact that he wrote a travelogue was different. It was groundbreaking. And his travelogue, we call it a travelogue, but it was more than a travelogue. It was an excuse for him to put all sorts of comparisons and all sorts of things in. Some of it was pure shit-talk, criticizing the way the Korean society was operating and to suggest new and different ways. He was very analytical and scientific for his time, and that applies, it comes out in the travelogue. The other works of Park Ji-won that he's famous for, he wrote a lot, and he's well known for his satirical novels. Some of them appear in the 열하일기, in this travelogue. He just throws them in. I mean, the travelogue is 26 chapters, it's huge, in 10 volumes, large chapters, and 10 external volumes with 26 chapters inside. And he has some stories, some satirical stories. His most famous one is the tale of Hosang. Hosang was a man who was devoted only to study. His wife had to do all the work. They didn't have any servants either. Most Yangban have servants. Park Ji-won, through this story, criticizes how corrupt and out of focus the literary tradition has become by looking at Hosang, who was only concerned about study, and his wife had to do all of the work. And then he goes on and he discovers business opportunities. It's a very satirical and very funny kind of novel. Park Ji-won had a great sense of humor. A great scholar, a great representative of the shit-talk tradition.
Well, I thought it was really brilliant how Dr. Mark Peterson interpreted that travelogue was an excuse for Park Ji-won to put all sorts of things he wanted to talk about, since a travelogue is essentially a book about a journey, and while you're on the road, anything can happen. So the book can contain anything in it. And that aspect of the journey made me choose a calligraphic style called butterfly, which actually I've been developing for the last 17 years, mainly on the road during my intermittent travels to different places. And the style, the look of it actually was inspired by the way how a butterfly flies, the movement of it, and it also reminded me of the infinity symbol. So I combined these two elements, and the painting you're seeing right now is an example of that, and you'll see more of it from now.